and welcome to Free Dictionary Friday. I'm etetutor and this is our Happy Birthday Mr. Dickens collection. So we're carrying on now looking into Dickens's literary style, and here we're considering the different types of style and form within the novels. So we can see that some of the novels contain autobiographical elements. Now if you've been watching this series through, you'll know that we've talked about that in quite a lot of detail, so I'm not going to go over it again, aside from just saying that the novels are more considered to be semi-autobiographical in style, because although they include elements of Dickens's real life, so for example Bleak House, we've got the experiences he had when he was a law clerk, David Copperfield, similar experiences of school and of childhood, and then we've got different real people appearing within novels under different guises. So we've got the childhood sweetheart of Dickens appearing again in David Copperfield, and another love in A Tale of Two Cities. Dickens did have quite a complicated love life, which you can learn more about too if you wish. But yes, we can see that one of the things that he was known for was semi-autobiographical style, so we could include that within any analysis of those particular novels. And then another thing in terms of the form is the fact that some of the novels were released in little episodes, in little chunks, so very much like on Netflix nowadays, some TV programmes are released in this episodic way rather than allowing you to have the whole box set in one go, and the idea is that you're going to get hooked, and that the type of programmes that will work well to be delivered in this way are programmes that maybe have cliffhangers, or there's something that really is going to drive you on to waiting for the next episode, and the momentum's going to build and the conversation's going to happen. We don't get this as much now because more often than not things are released in full, but if you think about some of the big American programs like The Walking Dead or Game of Thrones, it does work in that way. They are released one by one and the conversation just goes mad. Now, there was nobody tweeting about the novels that Dickens was releasing in this way, but there was a lot of talk and a lot of anticipation. When the old Curiosity Shop was released, we can see this here as well, there were fans waiting on the shores of America for the next part of the novel, wanting to know if one of the main characters were dead. So if you're a Walking Dead fan or a Game of Thrones fan, you'll know that this hasn't changed. If a key character looks like they're on the way out, you're definitely going to tune in. And Dickens very much was a forerunner in working this out. So yeah, they were really popular at the time, especially because they were being released in this way. Sometimes he even changed the novels depending on what readers and writers said to him. So in terms of this criticism of him, he was obviously a writer who wanted to please, and that is probably why he did. We can see here some more criticism there, so if you are interested in that side of it, have a closer look. And then we will now just move on quickly just to reiterate what we've said about social commentary. Social commentary can also be seen as a style of writing, and that's why we're covering it here. And main thing to remember, as you know, he was a fierce critic of poverty and social stratification. So that's just like another way of saying hierarchy. The different classes and the way these different classes were received and treated within Victorian society. That was something that Dickens was keen on challenging, and we know that that was because he experienced some of this poverty firsthand, and that's something that's explored in Oliver Twist, in A Christmas Carol, David Copperfield. But what's interesting to note is that people at the time didn't know that Dickens had experienced that. He wanted to challenge these middle class views about poverty, about criminality, and to make people, you know, to make people not be ignorant and not just ignore the realities of what poverty entailed. So it's really useful to be aware of the fact that the novels are to some degree social commentary, commentating on the way society behaves and the views that society has. Alright then, we will leave it there so you're not too overwhelmed. Hopefully these videos are helping. If they are, please hit like. It shows other young people, other students, that the videos are worth a watch. Would really appreciate any comments, and yeah, hopefully see you again soon. Bye for now.